It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Friday.
It is a beautiful Friday afternoon.
We're kicking it off, and we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day, which is coming up next week.
I know. Can you believe it?
And we're going to kick off today's show on that piece, and Dawn will elaborate more on that conclusion. But I just wanted to point out two things. The first thing I want to point out is today is my grandchild's birthday party. Today is Rowan's, I think he's 2 or 3?
Two.
Terrible twos. It's for Mr. Rowan, and there he be. Mr.
So
Rowan,
cute.
Mr. Wise Guy, Mr. Buttercup, the apple of my eye. So happy birthday to Rowan. And I didn't do it this morning because the show that we did this morning was vitally important, getting the word out. And we are working to send it out in Spanish and English. And I'm going to talk to Leslie Jock. He's going to send it out in Creole.
Fantastic.
Because, you know, it was a good message we had this morning. And for those of you that did not see it, check it out. Also, you had Teddy Unscripted today, and I heard that was a dynamite show. I had to go get water, and I went to Publix.
How was that, by the way?
It's like everybody has a mask
Okay.
or gloves, and some people were even wearing scrubs or paper scrubs. I don't know where they got
gown?
those
Okay.
gowns, but I'm gonna tell you, Publix is hopping. Now, I didn't know that Publix is a one-way in and a one-way out. Did you know that?
Theoretically, it's always been that way, but doesn't mean everyone did the right thing.
Well, I went the wrong way, and the guy says, "Sir, I says, "No, I'm getting water right here." He says,
Okay.
"Okay, go ahead."
All right, so they changed. Nice.
Yes, and social distancing is in full effect. Keep it that way. I wonder if this is going to be like this for the rest of our lives. Social distancing forever.
I don't know, but thank you for getting the water. So yesterday, you tuned into our 9 a.m.
I wasn't
show.
even going to bring this up.
You know the old saying, you should not cry over spilt milk? I literally spilt the milk yesterday all over the floor because I bit off a little more than I could chew,
It
and
was
I
the
tried to move
powdered milk.
powdered milk, but it was still spilt milk everywhere, and then it spilled into the wiring, and it spilled everywhere, and then that didn't work. So literally, don't cry over spilt milk. We got it taken care of. So thank you for getting the water to fix the coffee machine.
No, the lines had to be clean. So no matter what, it's a good thing that happened because otherwise it would have happened anyway. But we had to clean the lines and all of that. But you know, it's Mother's Day, so Dawn gets a pass, no problem.
So that worked out really well. But I have to tell you, and we talked about it this morning, just when you don't know how you're going to continue, just when people say, how do you do it? I'm so sorry you had a really bad day. And they continue to harp on the negativity of a day that yesterday was a little challenging, but we got through and it turned out to be great. This morning's show was spectacular. We had on state representative from the House of Representatives, Michael Gottlieb from Fort Lauderdale. He is of District 98 joining us, and he introduced us to Feeding South Florida, which is part of Feeding America. FeedingSouthFlorida.org is a phenomenal organization, umbrella organization. There are over 45 food distribution centers in the Tri-County area, 17 in Palm Beach County, 11 in Broward County, 17 in Miami-Dade. And if you cannot get to the distribution centers in person, you can log into FeedingSouthFlorida.org
Teddy, you got the red stripe?
/COVID-19. Put in a couple questions, or you can call them, and they will get a box of food delivered to you within a day or two. They really don't ask any questions. This is not a matter of do you qualify. If you are online, you qualify. $500,000 a day is what it is costing for this program to exist in our community. So anything and everything that you can do and we can do, We are doing a challenge, 19 push-ups, $19, and tag 19 friends. Our executive producer over here doesn't seem to think her taekwondo experience, her jiu-jitsu, she can do 19 push-ups. I find that hard to believe. She would just rather pay the $19. $19 pays for 133
Now, you're
meals.
supposed to film this and then put it forward, right? Like they used to do with the bucket.
It is like the bucket challenge, right?
So the challenge is $19. I already did. I
133
did about 390 already.
133
So I'm just gonna
meals.
send the money in.
So check that out. We're going to continue to give more information. Tag some friends. We've got a great show coming up. 2 new shows that are launching next week. That's probably the florist. 2 new shows that we're launching next week. I'm really excited about. They're going to be joining us today. We've got Marnie Goldman joining us, and we've got Pamela Chanel David joining us. And both of their shows are starting next week, Monday and Tuesday, through our AMP Media Productions Network.
That's right. We're going to be doing a shout out to them any minute. We're going to be bringing them on so we can do a shout out to that.
And another huge opportunity, again, this morning we talked about bringing the experts forward and talking about what are some legal options if you don't get the PPP money, or if you do and it still doesn't work for you.
Come on. Come on.
Sure, just go in between everything.
Yeah, put it right there.
Perfect.
We'll figure out what to do
And
with it
we'll-
in a second. We'll probably put it over here.
We'll put that over there for the 1 o'clock
Is it
hour.
1 or 2? How many
1
are?
o'clock.
So we put it right here.
And what are some legal options? And we didn't know where we were going to find this legal advice. 30 minutes later,
Get a phone call.
Jay Farrow and Janine Davis call us of the Momentum Mindset Show and the Farrow Law Firm and said they are going to reposition the Momentum Mindset Show. It is now the Momentum Mindset Show goes legal, and they will answer any legal questions you have on what you need to do, how to have the conversation, foreclosures, restructuring, crisis management. I'm telling you, when you put it out there, sometimes it even amazes me. Literally, we put it out there, and there it is. So that will be airing tonight live on WWNN at 6 o'clock p.m., as well as on social media. So you definitely want to tune into that with the Farrow Law Firm. Talk to Jay, talk to Janine, see how they can help you.
Legal, it's litigation, representation, negotiation. Whatever it is that you need, the J. Farrow Law Firm is going to be there to help you. Again, going hand in hand. We even had the state representative's cell number.
We do have Michael Gottlieb's phone number.
And he wants us to give it out because he says anybody that needs a meal in Florida, and I asked him 4 times, Florida or South Florida? He said, Freddie, Florida. If you need a meal in Florida and you use this phone number, he will make sure that you get it.
What a great
that, he just
day.
blew me away. And he didn't hide from it. He said it out in the open, and he put it out there, and he's on the phones right now helping people. And if you need somebody, if you're a senior, you can't get there. We understand the word too proud. I understand. My father was the same way. But if you need some help, he says, we're here to help you. We'll go out. No questions asked. Boom, 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 and they get it to your doorstep.
And 40%, they said 40% of people that are now asking for food help have never, ever asked for food before. So do not be proud. The money is there. The food is there. You just drive through. They put, step 1, they put a box in your trunk. Step 2, you go to station 1, and they put more in your car, and more and more and more. So the options are there, and all the information is on
What's his phone number?
feedingsouthflorida.org. His phone number is 954-682-0999.
Tell him that you heard it on the Brooklyn Cafe. You give him a call. You don't have to say that. He's going to take care of you no matter what, but we just like him to know that we are reaching out. We did it on Fuego as well. So for my Latinos, brothers and sisters, coge el teléfono y llama. If you need food, that's the number you want to call. Or coming down to the 17 places. Go on the website, and you can check it out. You want to be also volunteers and everything. They will take anything, any help, no matter what it is, no matter how small, how big, and it's a good cause.
And then to have some fun, on our 1 o'clock hour, we are doing a virtual wine tasting with Dawn Clifford. We call her Dawn Cliff, the wine chick, a longtime friend of ours. She works with PRP Wines, and she's going to be joining us with a virtual wine tasting. The deal is phenomenal because normally she's out doing wine tastings just an ounce at a time. But instead, what their company has done, 6 bottles, here's 4 of them. 2 are in our fridge chilling because we're going to sample 2 of them today. $70, including the virtual wine tasting. It gives you the opportunity to see what you like and then order a case of it going forward. It is delivered right to your home. We got it FedEx in 24 hours. Easy, beautifully packed. Everything was there. And then you can, maybe for Mother's Day, you want to do a virtual wine tasting with Mom. I sound like the kids from Kids in Capes. Or maybe you want to do, you can, Grandma and Mom and you, and somehow leave a bottle at everyone's door. Dawn will organize a virtual wine tasting. And then this one, Freddie, we're going to save for a special occasion.
That has the gold bits in it.
That has the gold in it. So
The
this
gold
we're not
flakes.
opening quite yet. We're going to save these and do a little bit of a wine tasting, maybe 2 a week or something.
Whatever we're going to do. But Mother's Day is coming. Teddy came up with a great idea. She's actually going to invite people to come over, the neighbors and stuff, and they're going to lay out some tables, and they're going to do a little wine. When I saw that you posted that this morning, I thought there was a misprint. I was going to call you and say, Dawn, you wrote $70.
I know.
How can you have like a $300-400 offer for $70? That doesn't make any sense.
We got the receipt of what the wines cost.
I saw that when I came in here. I says, you got to be kidding me. How
That's
did
why
she
I
do
called
that?
her and I said, this is the right bill, right? And she said, yes, and that's what they're doing. Because what really the goal is once you taste and you find out what you really like, then you're going to order a case. They'll even split the case, 6 and 6. Maybe you want to split the case with a friend. So you're not going to the grocery store and saying, do I like this? Do I not like this? You know how many times I buy wine based on what the labels look like? And then I go, oh, I don't really like it so much. This way you know exactly what you like. You call Dawn, she orders it, it gets shipped to your house. You don't have to go anywhere. I think this is going to be the new normal of what it is.
The new normal.
And we also have Patricia Dutch joining us, the beautiful flowers that were just delivered today, just in time for Mother's Day. So she says she is so slam busy with orders. She said this has actually been a great time for business for her because people aren't going to the stores. They want flowers in their home. And I was kind of feeling the same way, that we needed some flowers, we needed some life. I didn't want to go to the stores and get it, so I called her and she said, let's bring it forward. So she's got some Mother's Day specials that she's offering also.
And they smell divine. I'm going to tell you something. There is nothing like fresh cut flowers to make a segment smell delicious.
I know. Aren't these like your mom's favorite?
Yes, they are.
That's what I thought. And just so you know, I did not know what was coming. So this happens to be one of those other circumstances on a Friday. And Teddy laughed because I said, you know what? If the party's not coming to you, you got to create the party. So we are creating the party, and we are going to be doing that right here at the cafe.
Oh, we'll do it right here. All right.
Let's go to commercial break. Our guest joining us on the line. No one's there yet. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, reset the set so you can see these beautiful flowers, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial Providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial Providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Look at that.
Wow.
I
Happy
have-
Mother's Day, everybody.
I have my new best friend next to me right
Aren't those
here.
beautiful?
And they smell divine.
These come from Patricia Dutch Florist, and they're going to be joining us on the 1 o'clock show with our virtual wine tasting.
Do you remember Patricia Dutch Florist when she brought in the most beautiful things that were in a cup?
Yes.
The flowers in a cup, and they were beautiful. She had the most rarest flowers in the world. And she sent me a picture of the most rarest flower in the world. It's this red thing that only grows, I think, in Asia.
She had the black rose. You know what's interesting about that piece? I wasn't on the set that day. My mom was having bypass surgery,
She
and
was
Faith
black
was
rose,
with
yes.
you.
Yes, I remember
And
that.
those flowers lasted so
Forever.
right?
Oh, but you know why, right?
Why?
In that day, you used to do that.
The Vitalizer. You know what? I still have that app. I can do that on these also.
You should put it on the app. And I'm going to tell you something. Whoever doesn't believe that the Vitalizer doesn't work, I got another story for you. It did work, kept the flowers around forever.
These flowers are amazing. Wow, look at this set. It looks spectacular.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah, you have bottles and I have flowers.
You know what?
Should be the other way around.
We can switch it up. We can absolutely switch it up.
Nobody can.
Beautiful. So she'll be joining us on the 1 o'clock hour. Time to get your Mother's Day flowers on order. And they'll be delivering them anytime next week. And she'll be joining us later in the show. But in the meantime, we've got Marnie Goldman joining us. Really, really excited. Marnie joined us last week on a show.
Hi.
And this woman is so dynamic and so gung-ho that she is starting her own show with Amp
Yes.
Media Productions Network on Tuesday at 8:30 and on WNN. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. If you would have told me a month ago that I would be sitting here talking about it, I would never have believed you. Honestly, it's beyond.
Oh my gosh. So you have a book. Tell us the name of your show.
It's True to Myself by Marnie, True to Myself with Marnie, and I have my book, which is not in front of me, which it was a few minutes ago. I apologize for that. But it's really my story of how I came full circle. My personality and the story don't match, and I am a story of resilience meets happiness and peace.
Again, what we need more of. It's like we sound like we are constantly doing the same thing over and over again, but as you're turning the corner, things are getting back to, there's going to be a dip before we get back to some kind of normal, not the old normal, it's going to be a new normal. And Marty, you share a lot about, in your book, about your life and the things that you went through and the pain and the suffering and everything else. And at the end of the day, here you are. You're bigger, you're better than ever, and you're ready, you're coming forward, and you're taking no prisoners, and you're letting everybody know it's okay to be you. Isn't that the message?
It's okay to be whoever you are, no matter what it is. And people live up to expectations of false people's trailer reels, what they see, and they're not loving themselves. And it's okay no matter who you are, red hair, purple hair, green hair, love it and own it about yourself. It's that when you look in the mirror and you love yourself, nothing can get to you, nothing. It's a wonderful feeling because then you will spread love and it's a domino effect.
I love the word you use, resilience. I was actually, that word came to me the other morning. I was getting, like, my best thinking is when I'm getting dressed in the morning, or my craziest thinking. And resilience came to me as this is a time of resilience. But what I
Yeah.
want to ask you is, people have changed right now. Some of them have gone home. Some millennials are now back to living with their parents where they were out totally independent, so they're not isolated. And those old, oh, I'm back in my childhood room, or I'm back under a roof where I once was independent. And you had stories, and I don't want to share your stories yet. I want you to release those. But
Right.
how do people get from this setbacks in their mind, right? They're only in your mind because physically there haven't been, to going forward?
Focus, the most important is gratitude. Gratitude. It's like I had to, which is heartbreaking. People waited in line for food, but thank God there was food. There could have been a time there wasn't food. Appreciate every bit of blessing that you have and find that own your emotions, own them. It's okay if everybody is not okay right now. Just don't stay in that place and find that one joy. And I say it over and over again. For me, it was when I started to do Zumba and other things. But finding that joy and not dwelling on why is this happening, look at it and say, what can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? Human kindness. A lot of people have learned patience. There's been so much humility. So much is coming out of this. And if everybody could look at the good things rather than dwelling on the bad, things will appear a lot better going through these hard times.
I wanted to touch base also that it seems to happen when a birthday rolls around. You know, you're getting older in life, and you're not where you want to be. Sometimes I remember my mother used to say to me, you're not where you want to be yet, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get there. But it seems like when you get older, like birthdays, I know that you have one coming up, but when birthdays come, yeah, you have one coming up. But when birthdays come, if you're not where you want to be, it doesn't mean the end of the world, right? You're able to make adjustments, to pivot. I know people don't like that
No
word,
matter what, your current situation, all of us, it's not our final destination. It's not. Live in the moment. It's another thing I preach. Yesterday is gone. We don't know what's going to happen an hour from now. I have learned, one, the universe so has my back. And when you hear my story, you'll realize the universe does have our back. Trust this journey. It's new for all of us. And everything happens for a reason. We don't know why. But our current situation, it's just a bump in the road. It's a chapter of a book. It's not the final destination for anybody, no matter how old you are. That's how I
Story
live.
is truly a story of resilience. When is your birthday?
May 11th, I'll be 50.
Wow, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mother's Day. It's
And I
always
think
one.
you'll be doing your show's on Tuesday, so it'll be right after.
Cinco de Mayo. It's on Cinco de Mayo, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's Michelle's birthday.
That's my daughter's birthday, actually, too.
Cinco de Mayo?
Yes.
Really?
Surrounded by horses. Okay.
We got a lot of birthdays. You got Chuck's birthday today. You got Rowan's birthday today. You got her birthday on the 5th. You got
Chelsea's on
Chelsea's
the 5th.
on the
She's on
5th.
the 11th. I know.
This
Birthdays
is-
come in
Happy
clusters,
birthday.
This
right?
is just nuts. Yes, I guess there
Like
must have been
one
an
big party
epidemic.
on the time.
What are you
Yeah,
going to be
so
talking
I-
about on your first show?
My first show is going to be introducing myself and what I want to talk about. All the different, I think you said yesterday on the show that Freddie has stories about stories, and I have stories that go into stories. So I just have so much to talk about, and I take the pain I had, and I just take my life and I just put it in a way where I took the yuck and turned it into happiness, and sadness no longer exists. I want to be happy, and everybody should feel happy. And I just love to share all the different resilient stories of my life for 50 years. So we have a chunk full of stuff, but I survived it all. I did.
Freddie's
And I'm
stories.
here.
Freddie's stories have stories.
I,
really?
to- I told you the
And I
sacred clause
realized-
Freddie says. I can't even see you
And I
over there.
realized I have stories on my stories. So
I bet
have
you
a
do.
lot of talking. Yes, I do. And
I bet you
it's
do.
just so exciting.
But, you know-
and if I wouldn't, I'm sorry,
Your
what?
timing, Marnie, on this, when people are going backwards, like we just talked about, people are in fear. They don't. Some of them can't even leave their house because they've been home for 6 or 7 weeks, and now the fear of leaving is so enormous. Even though you can leave, they don't want to leave. The fact that you are taking your business and your stories and moving forward at this point in time is a tremendous message.
It was, last January when I came out starting to bring awareness to mental health and I became certified with NAMI, I kind of was preparing for this, like my mental health Olympics to help people. I ironically am okay through all of this. So I needed to go through that to be able to help people understand it's okay what's going on right now, but don't stay in that dark room. Just force yourself to get out of the way. Once I went outside and I saw sunshine, it was like, oh my God, there's a life out here. And it woke me up. So
Dark room.
getting outside is so crucial.
Get
I
out of the
just want
dark
you to know,
room.
Freddie, I have not spoken to Marnie.
Get out of the dark room.
Out of the dark
Metaphorically
There is
room.
and
a,
physically, yeah.
There's a lot of stories
Yeah.
behind that.
A lot. You would never equate where I am today with what I've had to go through today. So resilience, like we said, if there was a superhero, I would be Resilient Woman. I think that would be me.
Now, if people want to reach out for you to get some mental coaching or whatever, how do they reach you?
Life coaching. Call me 954-534-5333, and my website is peacelovemarnie.com, and email me at marnie@peacelovemarnie.com.
And we have a show at 2:30, which is going to be on the Amp Media Network with David DePino. He's doing the editor's desk because David writes for magazines and he writes for the Sun Sentinel. And he's going to be interviewing you as well, which is going to be an interesting aspect. So we're going to be pushing that out. Also, he is going to interview you to see, he's going to put it into the Sun Sentinel and see if they will put it out, publish it on mental health awareness. You know, Dawn and I remember there was a time that you and I got involved with mental health awareness on the Mondays. It was Mondays mental health, remember that? And we made a lot of noise. And we got some things done to the point where we had to stop doing it in order to adhere to some of the conditions of mental awareness that they actually put forward. But this is just another step in that direction. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. You two changed my life last week. You have no idea. I didn't give up, and look at all of these things that I have to look forward to now. It's a miracle and a blessing and magical.
There's definitely a shift as we go into May, and there is no coincidence that it's May 1st and things are changing and we're repositioning things and going forward. And if you watch the news, mental health right now is even more prevalent than people that are passing away from COVID-19.
True that.
More prevalent than people who are physically getting ill from it.
And it's going to be changing.
Not minimizing any of that, and our hearts and prayers to everyone who has physically suffered, their family, or passed from this. But what this has done, mental health for everybody, Marnie, your timing right now couldn't be better.
I was meant to maybe go through all of that to be the poster child for all of this. Because when people, again, will hear the full story, you'll never give up. You will keep going and never, ever, ever give up.
Isn't it something that, and I mean, nobody likes to look back on what you went through, but everything that you went through, and at the end of the day, after all the dust has settled, all of a sudden, a whole different era of what you learned and you went through, and I'm not saying that everybody should go through it, I'm just saying, but you went through it, and all of a sudden, at the end of the rainbow now, you're going to help others with things that were so disturbing in your life, you're going to help them overcome this. Again, another phenomenal day. It started this morning. It continues now. It's been going on all week.
Yeah, good energy. Just be grateful. You put that good energy out there, and we're all blessed. And it's just magic. It really is. Life could be magical. It's what you make of it. It's how you choose to look at it. And I choose to look at every day as a magical blessing. I'm alive. I should not be alive, and I am.
Tell us the name of your book.
True to Myself. Peace Love Marnie. It's on Amazon, Goodreads. You can Kindle it right away and read it on your phone. And people have written me. They've read it in one sitting. You cannot put it down. The character of Marnie is very interesting when you see how I evolved. It fascinates me.
Tuesday, 8:30 on 95.3, 1470, 95.3 FM. You know the other two?
96.9 and 103.9, and on our AMP Media Productions social media page.
That's right. It's gonna be all
we're really
over.
excited about all of that. We're going to be putting together your pieces and your elements and your voiceover and starting Tuesday. And I hope maybe we can do a segment with you once a week, once every other week on our show to help people get through this tough time right now emotionally.
Absolutely. You could do Mental Health Mondays with Marnie.
That sounds...
It's a lot of M's.
I like it.
A lot of them. That's true.
That sounds perfect for what we do, Freddie.
Excellent.
I would be honored any day, anytime to come back.
And Marnie's local. Marnie's located in Miami, in North Miami, Aventura area. So once all of this opens up, you'll be able to meet. But in the meantime, she can work with you virtually.
Absolutely. So if anybody's hurting, I'm here. Call me. I will help you any way I can.
Fantastic, Marnie. Thank you. We're going to tune in today at 2:30 on the editor's desk with David DePino. And we're going to have you on your own show on Tuesday. And maybe we can actually segue it in on Monday. We can start Mental Health Mondays with Marnie.
Perfect. Sounds fun.
Have a great afternoon, Marnie. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Marnie.
Bye.
It's just one of those days. I don't see you over there, but
I know that you're there because I can see it on the monitor. But I'm going to tell you, this is massive.
just the vase itself is absolutely
You have
spectacular.
no idea of the aroma. I am like, man, I have all my, I have my gubba, I got my flowers, I got my crystals.
You know, the only thing that's missing is that new piece that we're putting together that nobody knows about that we're going to be able to share once they're produced.
What you talking about?
The one the hope piece.
What you talking about? Yeah?
This.
Or the pin.
Yes.
Oh, we have to make a phone call. That's another one. It's only, people think that we sit here and we play with our ears.
Between our shows, they think you don't do anything, really?
Yeah, we got nothing to do. We had to clean the machine that the coffee thing exploded. There was coffee everywhere. In the midst of that, there was a production going on. There was a second production going on. There was a third production going on.
This is our fifth show today.
We're doing 7 shows today. Some on radio, some not on radio. But the bottom line here is that there are calls that have to be made. There are people that are reaching out. I told you guys, when this thing breaks loose, you better be ready, Mother Goose, because everybody's going to want to get on this thing because they're going to overcome the fear. Once you overcome the fear, let it all out. Let's get it going.
There's a lot to do, and we are here to help you grow your business, share your business. It is truly about resilience right now. I'm amazed that Marnie said that because I was truly thinking about that this weekend. You know what they say, what you think actually comes to pass, and today has been a day of so many of these things, to the flowers, to the wine, and so many great friends that we have collected along the way. What did they collect things? We've collected a lot of friends and family. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, I think Pamela Chanel David is joining us. She too is starting a new show on the AMP Media Network starting Monday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. She comes to us from California, so it's wee early in the morning over there. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Anne Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
True story.
Ted, equally offensive for every gender.
Happy birthday to Mr. Rowan. Why am I equally offensive? What did I do now? Oh, the word I used?
That.
Hey, baby. All I can say is hola. Say hello to my little friend.
Look at this set. It looks absolutely spectacular. That was Marnie Goldman joining us, and she is launching her new show on Tuesday at 8:30. True to Myself with Marnie. You can also download her book on Amazon, Kindle, and get a quick read before her show on Tuesday night on WWNN.
That's right.
And as we must do, promote all of our shows. We've got Pamela, Chanel David joining us.
Wait a minute. We got to fly
to California.
To California.
We could put like a backdrop behind her.
No, you go like this. Because in California, the ground is always moving.
The Reinvented Life. You can also download her book on Amazon and Kindle as well. I have it on my phone to be reading over the weekend, The Reinvented Life. And she will be not starting a show. She currently has a show. And we are just taking it to the next level with the AMP Media Productions Network. So let's say hi to Pamela. There she is.
And there she be.
Hello. Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
I'm great. I'm so excited about Monday.
She says good morning because over there is 9:40 in the morning, right?
Yeah. 9:30 in the morning, yeah.
But here's the crazy thing, Chanel. You are texting me at 3:30 in the morning your time because I'm getting them at 6:30 my time.
And
wait, nobody knew that.
Don't you ever sleep? Oh, we lost her. Don't you ever sleep?
A little bit. Not much.
You know, it's funny because I don't think twice because it's 6:30, it's 7, I'm getting dressed to come in for the day. And then we said, we'll see you at 12:30 today. And Freddie texts you, that's 9:30 your time. I'm like, holy smoke, you're right. We're 3 hours difference because you
Pacific,
are
yeah.
on Eastern time, essentially, as far as your work day.
Yeah, I am. You know, in essence, I am. So a lot of my clients are East, and I'm just up early and get my day going.
Now, I got to give you a lot of credit because I like giving credit where credit is due. But ever since you've come on the scene, more people have gotten bold and beautiful and are taking things to the next level. And they're talking about, listen, you got to reinvent yourself. This is the word that people keep telling me. And they keep coming back to me. So we got some new shows coming out. I got my partner doesn't even know. I'm talking to 4 other shows to come out. And the reason that this is happening is because when we first had you on, you talked about that reinvent. You talked about how you're getting on with your life, how life has changed, the message that you sent out. And I got to tell you, it's impactful because right now we need all the encouragement for everybody in the community that they can get. So I want to thank you, and thank you some more, because it's your bravery that has opened the door now for everybody to step forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Dawn, both of you, for this show, for this platform of allowing to get this message out. And I appreciate that so much. I know how heartfelt that is. And, you know, reinventing one's life, embracing change, it's not easy. And so I appreciate that. But boy, is it worth it. And when you take it in small steps, it can be a lot easier than people think.
And what we're talking about this morning is there's a lot of coaches out there. There's a lot of people saying you should. We were actually talking about this with our producer. You should do this, and you need to do this, and this is my fee for you to do this on a monthly basis. But they don't help you do this. When your platform turns off and they've talked to you, and we've talked about this. You said, I don't want to talk to people anymore. Right? How do you take away from it, and how do you put this into your life step by step of what to do next? When you're not on the other side of this TV, how do you help? And this is your whole program.
Yes. So, you know, what I always share is this. This is not a size fits all. You know, I love this book because it's so universal that I wrote it. I wrote it for everyone. And everyone can take some things. There are magnificent programs out there. I just keep mine incredibly simple and tailor it to all my clients, all my groups that I do. And it's just this. There's the 5 principles. There's 5 steps to everything. No matter what someone is engaging in, whether it be health and wellness, like my journey started out, or relationships, or careers, or community involvement. It's the same 5 steps that one goes through, and those principles are really about one's actions and one's thoughts that become habits, and those habits become routines. Those routines become lifestyles, and then embedded into who one is, or ingrained who one is. And so really the key to it, it's not one particular program or not. It's people taking a look for themselves of the relevancy of their life. And that's what I work with my clients on. You know, what's relevant for them? What's up for them? I always share that they don't necessarily have their whole self. Just finding a more authentic self is usually what people are looking for.
It's interesting. We were talking about that today, is having the conversation. And I think if anything has come out of this situation that we're in, is being authentic to who you are. Whether you decided you're never going to color your hair again because you're going to go gray, if it's that basic, or if it's just having the conversation, maybe weeding out some other friends, or whatever it is. This was the time, I think, to reflect on who you are and what your message is personally and professionally.
Yes, and to give one the notion that they have to give permission to be what ignites them, to be what empowers them. You know, so often one thing we do in our life leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and then we wake up and we're at a place that we don't even necessarily recognize. And so in the reinvented life, and it is interesting, like you say, 7-8 weeks ago, the entire world, like at a snap of a finger, was on a global reset, right? Reinventing was like right in front of everyone. And so I am so grateful to be able to help lead that charge and be able to work with people very, very simply in their lives. People can work with me short term, they can work with me long term. We have a way in which people can make their lives meaningful again. And that's what I think it's all about. It's not a one prescription deal. It's not a one size fits all. It's how do they make their life meaningful? And is what they're doing relevant, or there are pieces of it they want to recreate?
You know, it's funny because the point that hits home for me, and it's funny because Teddy, our producer, sitting here, And she did a show today based on something very, very unique. And sometimes you have the skills to do what you can do. And because you're afraid to be judged, or you're afraid that other people are going to say things about what you do, or you just want to sort of get into the background. Even Valerie, who was here the other day, I'd rather stay behind. You don't want to stay behind. You want to go forward. Because the bottom line is, you are the best at what you do. And I keep saying that. And you got to let the world hear it. And it doesn't matter if people judge. People judge me all the time. This one always says to me, oh, I watch your show. Freddie said. Freddie does say. You know how Simple Simon used to say, 1, 2, 3, simple this and that? If I got to do it that way, I do it that way. But the one message that I always wanted to be consistent is be yourself, be the best at what you do, and let the chips fall where they may. Because staying quiet is the easy way out. Bring it forward, bring it loud, bring it. I mean, look at this. This lady's a perfect example of this, right? Marnie is another perfect example of
Okay,
this.
I'm going to interrupt you.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Staying quiet is not the easy way out.
And
Staying quiet is so painful for some of us.
Pamela, get ready, baby, because here comes the ride. Yeah, tell me about staying quiet. Well, there's a story behind this. This is why I did it. Go ahead, Ton. Tell me some more. Bring it, lady.
There are some people that truly stay in peace and stay quiet. And I give them tons of credit for that. There are other people that are sort of repressed to stay quiet, but in your mind you're screaming so loud that you want to come out, but you've been so far pushed down that you can't. Pamela gives an opportunity to say, reinvent your life and be you and come out. Hey, if they come out screaming and kicking like a newborn baby, you get to reinvent your life and start over. And that's what I love so much about your platform.
Well, thank you so much. And again, it goes back to there isn't one size fits all. No matter if you're very extroverted, if you're introverted, the key is not how loud your voice is or how quiet your voice is. The key is how authentic your voice is. The key is how relevant is what you're doing in your life today to make you comfortable, to make you go from surviving to thriving. You know, this notion of survival now is just at the forefront. What we want to do is help people to thrive, help people to feel the biggest contribution they can, the biggest in purpose that they can. That's what this is all about, is sharing and empowering versus disempowering. And the world's done a lot of disempowering, and we as individuals have leaned into that. Well, it's time to lean into our power. It's time to lean into who are you at the core? What has your life gone through to bring you here? And then pick and choose. Choose what piece of it is okay to still go forward in the most positive and magnificent way you can. And it truly is not whether you're introverted or extroverted or loud or soft. It has to do with if you're authentic in your truth.
Being your authentic self. And there's a lot to that, so I'm really excited to hear you talk about that.
You are the best spinner in the world, man. I'm gonna tell you, you are the best.
Why? There's so many things
Because
I'm thinking of.
Someone once said to me, you could whisper and be the greatest parent in the world. You could whisper and be the greatest parent in the world. Or you could shout and be the greatest parent to the world. I'll never forget who told me that. And I was a young man. I was introverted. I hate these labels, but I was an introvert. I didn't talk. This wasn't me back in the high school day. I can never do what Teddy does back in the day. It was a challenge that made me do it. But I believe that if you shoot for a shout and you get a whisper, I'll take it. I'll take it. But I want you to believe, like she says authentically, that you can do this. You can. If you start believing you can, doesn't matter what anything comes your way, anybody says, you will.
And how do people find your book?
They can go onto thereinventedlife.com, my website, We're also mobile. Very excited about that. They can go to reinvent.mobipop.info, and there's a link right front and center on both of those locations to Amazon. And they can download it, be reading it right away. The book is fun, guys. The book, I love this. It was a very seriously written book when I first did it, and then I scrapped all of that and I did fun so that everyone could have a good time. I even put blank pages at the end where people can take notes for themselves if they have the physical copy. And it's all about changing the lens and switching the gears, like riding a bike, and rubber cement when we're feeling stuck and we just don't know which way to go. I explain it all in the book. The background of the book is, of course, my own personal transformation. I'm very proud of that in the realm of wellness. But it isn't just about that. It is about the thoughts that go behind when we want to infuse change into our.
And here's another coincidence. We talked about birthdays a few minutes ago. Your daughter's birthday is the same day as my sister's birthday, which was just a couple days ago. And your birthday is on Monday, right? When you're launching your show.
Birthing the show on my birthday. I cannot wait. I am
How
so
amazing
excited.
is that, Freddie?
That is no coincidence. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Myself, and more importantly, a gift to those around me. I want people to be able to know how accessible this is, whether, again, they just want to do one-on-one work, they want to work with groups, they want to watch the broadcasts. The work we do is very individualized, and we take these very easy principles and infuse them in. So, it makes something that's not too easy really enjoyable.
You can tune in on Monday and watch The Reinvented Life at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on the AMP Media Network and on the Reinvented Life MobiPop page. We're going to be sharing that out. And to find Pamela Chanel's MobiPop, you can text REINVENT to 55312, which is a terrific platform, and all the links will be there as well. And I actually was texting you through that platform the other day, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is. Gosh, to be mobile in today's world, I mean, it's just another sign that all is possible. No limitations. Someone could be on the road, someone could be home, wherever they need to be today. It's interesting. I had a discussion with someone in emergency medicine, and they were just so grateful having to be on the road, but in her case, being able to be in touch, not just through voice, but in many, many ways with her children at home. So everything's mobile. I'm excited about MobiPop. I'm excited what it brings as far as accessibility, and it's just a coming together and connecting.
Love
That's
it.
the most
I
important.
love it. I can't hardly wait for next week.
Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. You'll be able to
Thank
see
you.
Pamela Chanel David again Monday on her own show, The Reinvented Life, airing 2:30 p.m. on AMP Media Productions social media page. Let's take a commercial break. We've got some wine bottles to open. We're going to do a virtual wine tasting by Pamela. Virtual wine tasting with Dawn Cliff, the wine chick. Donna Maria, you can find her on Facebook. More information on that. So stay tuned, take out a glass, open your favorite bottle of wine, or just partake in what we get to enjoy. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T dry cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Before we get started, I just wanted to, because people are asking me, one of the hardest working people, and it's Mama's Day, and I just want people to know this. One of the hardest working people that I've ever had in the business is my co-host, Dawn, who puts out such an effort, and Teddy will attest to these words, that we get exhausted just watching her because she doesn't stop. And when everybody sits down because they can't do anymore, Dawn is still up and doing things. And what I was alluding to before when we were talking to Pamela is that I had asked Dawn for almost 4 years to come in and do this thing because I saw the way she worked the room when we went to an event, and I really thought that she had a calling to do this business. And I was proven right again, because you can't mess with the big dog. I was proven right again over and over and over again, but I never knew how deep the well went. So happy Mother's Day to you, specifically to you, and then Teddy's not a mom otherwise, but to Teddy's mom, happy Mother's Day to her. You know what?
A dog mom.
That don't count, because if I was a dog dad, I would have 5,000 children. But the bottom line here is that I just want to let you know that, you know, the efforts that you've done over the years has been appreciated, and I'm doing it on the air because it's just time. You know, it's time for everybody to know, if you're a mom, in my heart, I don't have mine anymore, but she's always with me in spirit. But if you have your mom, give them a hug every day, because it's important. And the hard work and dedication you have to AMP and to AMP Media and to New Dawn Media and the theater and everything else that we put together, none of this would be possible if you weren't present. So I want to thank you some more.
Thank you.
Okay.
I make you crazy. I spill the milk. I got flowers.
You know, but
and
life
wine
wouldn't be
and-
normal if we didn't have crazy.
Life wouldn't be normal if you don't literally spill the milk. And
It's all
we
good.
did that, and we keep going. Thank you so much.
It's all good.
Well, today has been one of those miraculous days, right? These are one of the days that the universe puts into alignment, and the sun came out a little bit brighter today, and we go into May, and we got over the hurdles of April, and I think people are repositioning, they're reinventing, they're rebooting, they're, what was the word? Restructuring. Everything is a rebirth, and we're regrouping, and we are getting ready for Mother's Day a little bit early, because Mother's Day, believe it or not, and graduations are starting. High school, college, graduate school, kindergarten. I mean, you name it. This is graduation season. It is Mother's Day. You see right now all these birthdays that we've had coming forward.
Everybody had something to do 9 months ago. What could I tell you?
I'm telling you, if you count backwards, I don't even know what it was 9 months ago, but wow. And the interesting thing, Freddie, is Wednesday, Ann talked about the energy of Taurus.
Yes.
And all of these amazing women that are coming forward to start these shows, they're Tauruses. So if you even think about all of that energy shift, and you can call it woo-woo or not, as Jay Farrow does sometimes, this is where we're at in our energy field right now.
Well, Taurus women are notorious for strength. Sometimes too much strength. But they're notorious for being leaders. They're notorious for being strong. And if you don't do it, then you can't find your rhythm. It throws you out of rhythm. And the quicker you get on that landscape of, listen, I am a Taurus, I am bold, I was put here to be a leader, a table setter, you got to go and you got to go do. If you don't do it, then the whole world turns upside down. So, and you don't have to listen to me. What the hell do I know? I was just married to one for about 17 years, but I know what a leader under the Taurus flag means. It means get up and go, and if you don't go, you find a way to go. Simple.
And we keep going. And Dawn Cliff is not a Taurus. She's actually born on Valentine's Day, which is so perfect. Is that amazing?
Are you
Her
serious?
birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Is it? No.
Let's bring her over. We've got Dawn Clifford, a.k.a. Dawn Cliff the Wine Chick, one of our very good friends. And this deal, Dawn, Freddie, how things can turn in 24 hours like we did Feed the Hungry this morning. I saw Dawn put a post up over the weekend, I think it was, about this virtual wine tasting. And I let it go, and I go, wait, I got to go back and find this again. I was out of wine. We were out of wine, Dawn, pretty much is how this came to be, and you came to mind.
You got to turn your audio on. Your audio on the bottom of your computer. See there you go.
are.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hi, beautiful. How you doing?
Hi. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Everything that Freddie said about you, Dawn, is 100% true. So I love you. And actually, I had to go wipe my eyes because I actually was tearing, Freddie. Thanks. So, but it's 100% true. The other thing I want to comment about was the Tauruses. So true about Tauruses. My mom's a Taurus. My best friend's a Taurus. My cousin's a Taurus. My niece is a Taurus. So very strong women. You can't even believe. So anyway, I didn't want that to go unrecognized with all those wonderful statements that you made.
Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you, I saw the flyer. She posted the flyer, and I texted her and says, "Is this correct? Because there's no way in the world that you can do everything you sent us for $70. I mean, there's got to be a misprint here. Is it 700? Is 7,000? I mean, it's a misprint. It got to be."
So the basic premise of our company is we're a wine company, and we only do personal in-home wine tastings or on-site wine tastings. We're not found in any stores. We're not found in any restaurants. And the reason for that is because the production is small. All of the wine that we represent comes from small boutique vineyards, from all around the world. And they have no added anything in them. So they don't make enough to put on the shelves. So our idea is just to get it out in people's homes. So right now everybody's living in this isolation environment. So why not just do a virtual tasting?
It's such a great idea. But let's ask, how are you doing? How's Chris doing?
We're wonderful. Yeah, we're wonderful. I don't know if you could kind of see my wine stash. I got a lot of wine. So, Dawn,
smoke.
if you do run out, oh yeah, that's not even. So, see that little curtain behind there? I have 200 bottles there that I just can't show you.
Wow.
Now, I got to tell you got to tell Chris, because everybody at the studio is doing from their homes. Except for Chris. Chris is in studio, because I hear him every morning. Tell Chris to stand right there. We'll put a green screen, and then rip the green screen away, and he can show all the bottles. Holy smokes.
Listen, I know. You got to see. What's crazy is, did you see his video, his workout video?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I seen Chris.
So by the
He went on the air and told him how his wife cut his hair. I was dying. I almost spit out my coffee when I heard that.
I did cut his hair, and it looks pretty darn good. I mean, I'm sending him the bill, so I still haven't gotten paid yet, but we'll figure that out. He's also my best wine client, so we'll work it out.
Your birthday is Valentine's Day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See?
Wow, that's amazing. Your mom timed that perfectly.
Right? She is so
She
all
actually
about
did.
love.
She held me in. She
held
went
you
into
in?
labor and she held me in.
Another dawn. You know, sometimes we go on this journey and we meet hundreds, if not thousands of people along these years that you and I have been working together. And then there are some that are just so close to your heart from day one, and Dawn is one of them. I
Always
mean,
been
we
there.
may not see you for months or a year at a time, a year and a half sometimes, but you're always in our hearts. And listen, we always love seeing you and being with you, and your energy
know.
is so pure. Oh,
I
how are we
know,
gonna do
and I
this
love
virtual?
you guys.
So tell
Yay!
everyone about this virtual wine tasting, because I want people to understand what you do, how they can do the same thing from their home. And we're going to do a little sampling here.
Yes, we are. We are. Look, I got mine going.
Well, how does this work?
So the first thing you have to do is contact me in reference to getting we call it a voucher. Like as you did, you contacted me and I said, let me get you the virtual voucher. And if you look at the $70, just to clarify that, it's $70 plus some tax. It's like $70.63 or something. But what I do is I have 6 bottles shipped to you, as you could see in front of Donnie. Donnie, point your little fingers right there.
My mother would be so
6
proud.
Yeah, you're Vanna White. Prettier than Vanna White.
Hey,
So
Freddie.
6 bottles of... Oh, he can't see over there. He can't see around the flowers.
Okay, so the 6 bottles. Do you pick? Who picks the 6 bottles?
Well, I talked to my hostess, and she tells me, or he tells me, what they like.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are some of the ones that I didn't tell her what I liked. I just told her I liked red more than white. So we have a little sampling. We have 4 reds, a white, and a sparkling.
Yes, ma'am. So the most exciting thing. So as we were talking, Mother's Day is coming up. This is a great way. Unfortunately, we can't be with our moms, and if I can ship to your state, then I can do this virtual tasting for you. So you have to reach out to me to see if I can ship to your state. But it's pretty simple. I ship the 6 bottles, and then you get me for about an hour. And I talk about the different wines and the nuances about wines and the art of the glass and about our company. And then how, of course, you want to order wine afterwards, because the whole concept is we're trying to get new clients to buy our wine. You know, yes, you can buy wine in the stores, and yes, you can buy wines from, local vineyards not local vineyards, but vineyards that you've traveled to in the past. But the whole idea is you want to try it before you buy it. And that's our concept.
Okay, there are people asking me in here, when you do the wine tasting, are you going to open up all 6 bottles? And then they say, do they drink 6 bottles of wine with you for an hour? I mean, this is like a no-brainer.
She's like, yeah.
I mean, I would buy the 6 bottles just to sit down and have wine with her. And how you doing? And okay, I'm like, send me another case. And how you doing?
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I got it covered, Freddie, you know? This is how we roll.
I bet you do, honey.
This is what we do.
This is unbelievable.
Which ones are we going to start with? I know we're going to do the Duca, and we're going to do the Chevy. And what you do so great is you make it easily understandable. When you make your post, and you said, what did I send you? I go, Chevalier. You go, oh, yeah, the Chevy.
Yes. So I actually nickname all of my wines because when people always want to reorder, if I do a wine tasting, like usually it's funny because a lot of the time my MO was doing a lot of women's groups or, female parties. Not that we don't, it's the guys, it's just girls are just so much more fun. Sorry, Freddie, I love you, but
Hey, listen, that's okay. I drink as much wine as any woman I know.
But so the whole, I like to nickname them because the girls really, really love that. So if you could just point out the gold flake right there. And I'm going to show that too. By the way, this is a sparkling German wine that has 24 karat gold in it. Real 24 karat gold. So it's a sparkling German wine, can't be confused with champagne. We'll talk about that another time at your virtual tasting. But this is actually a sparkling wine. It's really nice. And it goes for approximately $30 a bottle.
Now, you remember the first time you gave me a bottle of that? I still have it. I won't let anybody open it because I'm not opening it. That's going with me in the Smithsonian.
Why not? Just open it.
Are you kidding me?
Just open it.
Are you kidding? This is an icon. This is
I'll
like
get you another one.
This is
She'll
like
get you another one, she said.
No, it doesn't matter. You can get me 100 of them. It's the very first one you gave me. I put it on my mantle, and my son comes over, and I got to take it down because he's ready to open it. And so I had to put it in my secret stash. But I still have the very first one you gave us. Unbelievable. Because it really has gold in it.
That's so awesome.
Let's start with which one, the Duca or the Chevy?
Yeah, let's talk about the Duca. So the Duca I have right here because this is like the ultimate daytime wine, especially in South Florida.
Daytime wine.
Daytime wine.
This is a nice
You can
daytime
put a
wine.
nipple on that one.
But this is not my nickname for it.
What's your
So
nickname?
this one is called my patio poolside pleasure wine.
Oh, this would be perfect
Now,
for
this is
Patty
getting,
Goldenberg.
hold on a second. This is getting into a very interesting conversation because obviously you must love this wine.
I love this wine.
Okay, write that down.
This is also my beach and my boating wine.
Beach and boating. So this is the
loves
double
her wine.
B's, huh?
Beach boating.
Oh yeah, you do it. It's so versatile for South Florida. This is the ultimate South Florida wine. So it's a Northern Italian white blend. I'm going to tell you the grapes. Pinot Grigio, Trebbiano, Pinot Bianco, and a slight Chardonnay. Grown in the Echtal region, very close to the Austrian border, more close to Switzerland, northern Italy, but close to Austria and Switzerland. It's really nice. Oh, Freddie, you're going to love it. The alcohol content is only 11%. That's why it's really great to drink pretty much the whole bottle on the beach.
The whole bottle on the beach.
So just a pinch.
Obviously, the beach is big, honey, so we need a few bottles
All right.
for the beach.
These are Brooklyn Cafe wine glasses.
My God, this smells
And
delicious.
By the way, one thing I want to tell you about PRP wine. So the company's been around for 40 years, over 40 years. They started in Germany, and PRP stands for the 3 family-owned vineyards that started the company: the Perot, the Ramone, and the Piccolomini family. They all come from small family-owned vineyards. None of the wines are found in any stores. They're not found in any restaurants because they don't mass produce. Look, isn't
Everyone's
this
sitting here
nice,
telling
Freddie?
me, Dawn, this is so, not everyone. I got Teddy and Freddie. They're whispering, this is so
really good.
This is so good.
Isn't it good?
I think this, you put it in a baby bottle and you just drink it all day long. This is
I'm
fantastic.
telling you, listen, even my own family loves it. I mean, my sister was a big buyer of mine until I couldn't ship to Pennsylvania anymore.
Wow. Like it?
But I smuggled some
Smooth,
in
right?
my
Oh, that's a
bag
good
when I go
point.
over.
Where can you ship to? Can you ship out of state or only in Florida?
Yes, we can ship out of state, but there's really specific states. Like now, the Northeast regions that I can ship to are New Hampshire and Connecticut. But that's it. But all the other states are like Florida, California. There's a whole bunch. I can get you, but there's a whole bunch.
I never realized. I never thought about doing this. You can do this anywhere in any state. So your mom can live in, California, and your sister can live in Texas, and you can live here, and you can send separate wine tasting bottles to everybody and have this amazing Mother's Day. How great would that be?
That's nice, and you can go on some kind of platform and toast mom. But this is, where'd you get these glasses?
I gave these to you for Christmas 2 years ago.
You gave me these?
Yes.
I've never seen this before. The Brooklyn Cafe show. She has glasses with our name on them. You see this? Where'd you get these?
And you didn't know.
You never know.
You didn't recognize that?
I didn't recognize it.
I gave these to you for 2 Christmases ago when JoJo gave us the mugs.
And
it was the day of the year of the branding.
And this is the first time we've used this, so it goes to show you. But this is so smooth. This is unbelievable. I'd say untasted it out. This is the winner.
And can you do women's groups also?
Yeah, absolutely. I can do. Yeah, I mean, I did, Fem City. I do a tasting for them about once a year. I try to do. So the whole concept is, again, our goal is to promote our wine and sell our wine. So it's important because we don't mass produce our wines. Our wines run out. That's the only downfall about our wine. They run out because we only make a small production. In other words, grapes, you only get about let's just say 500,000 grapes. And then you have to make the amount of wine. Once that vintage is gone, it's gone. People
So
don't
you gotta
understand.
you gotta get to it before everybody else. That's all. I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna sell out though.
Oh, but this is such a fun wine. I swear, I do drink. Okay, by the way, I do drink this whole bottle myself. Now, I'm not at the beach for just an hour. I'm there for like an hour and 10 minutes.
You're there like for a day and a half.
And now you know why we love Dawn so much.
Which is
I
Chris?
fit right in.
Does Chris drink wine? Does he like this wine?
Oh yeah, he likes it. It's not. He's not a big red. He likes red. He's not a big white. He likes red.
But this is very nice for the daytime because you don't want to. I mean, the red ones are a little stronger, I'm sure, but this is really smooth and it gives you a nice little, flavoring to it.
And I remember when I first met Dawn, we were at a wine tasting and you were doing food and wine. We were up at our other studio. And my daughter came with me. We had just moved in there, and she still remembers you. And you were like the most favorite person she has ever met. And she says, I remember we did that wine tasting, and she taught us about the color and all the S's, and we got to taste it, and all these amazing things, she says, that you shared with us that day.
I do that. I talk about I infotain.
You what?
Infotain.
So I give infotain. So I give information and I entertain at the same time.
Infotain.
So I infotain. I talk about the art of the glass, like how you want it really thin. Okay. Those are very versatile glasses, Dawn, and they're cute. The only problem is with white wine. Well, actually, no, I don't. I like the stems better.
Why?
Only because you don't want to heat. When you hold it like this, your body temperature is heating the wine.
That's right.
So this way you have an opportunity. Yes.
So I'll have to bring in some other wine glasses.
We have to do this all over again.
We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again over and over again.
Well, we would like to do, maybe we can do 2 today and 2 next week and 2 the following. We should get through all of them. And we should break open this one when they actually open Florida. We should open the sparkling when Florida gets reopened.
I think that I'm going to go.
Great idea.
I think I'm going to go to the beach and get a bucket of sand I would lay it on the desk. I mean, what the hell? Everything else is on the desk. And then we would drink this wine on the beach because the beach is not open in Boca yet.
You know, we have no
We'll get a
desk here,
kiddie
Dawn,
pool.
but the amount of stuff that I have off camera, Chris would die. Because if they ever did this in a newsroom, they would say, "Are you out of your mind?" Never would this happen in a real newsroom.
I've been to your studios before. I know. We didn't know where to put stuff.
That's pretty
The stuff
much it.
has stuff.
Remember when Dawn
Stuff
came
has
to
stuff.
set with her purse that had a bladder of wine in it?
Yeah, you still have that purse.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh my God,
You
I
still have that?
I do. I do, of course.
That is your trademark. That is the emergency. If you ever need a drink, you have Dawn the wine chick's bag. And you pour
Can you
it in.
please finish that? We have another wine to taste. Or do you want to go to commercial break first? Why
Let's
don't we
go to
go to
commercial.
commercial break, Dawn?
Go to commercial, sure.
We're kind of hanging out here. We're
Hey,
gonna finish.
I'm enjoying my wine.
We're gonna
Teddy and
finish the
Yeah,
Duca.
Teddy. Teddy, see me?
We're gonna finish the Duca, and then we're gonna move into the Chevy. So
Yes,
we're double
and the
fisting this.
Duca
My mother would
always
be so
ice
proud of
This
me.
is, I'm gonna tell you, this is delicious. Dawn. All kidding aside, this is really good.
Before we go to commercial break, though, Dawn, how do people find you?
Dawn Cliff, the wine chick, on Facebook, or Dawn, or you can just call me 610-476-9054.
You're hilarious.
And you can find her
You're
flyer on
hilarious.
social media.
She's hilarious. Just thinking about her.
Text me, smoke signal me, telegraph me, call me.
Just think
I
about
got
her.
you.
You know, so you could sit and have a box of wine tasting with Dawn the wine chick. Are you kidding me? Who the hell is going to give up that
And then you
opportunity?
get to choose your favorite and order a case, and you never have to leave.
If
the
you keep
comforts of
ordering
your
a case,
home.
you get to sit and have wine with Dawn the wine chick. Check
We're going to
that
go
out.
to a commercial break. Stay tuned. Enjoy your wine as we enjoy ours, and we'll be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back in the Brooklyn Cafe Show on a fabulous Friday. It is May 1st. We are kicking off reinvented everything. We're moving forward, we're repositioning, reinventing, doing some wine tasting, getting ready for Mother's Day, and no better way to have my very dear friend, Dawn Cliff, the wine chick, joining us, a friend of ours for so long, the most beautiful giving heart ever, and the most amazing wine tasting to do this virtually. What an amazing, incredible idea, Dawn.
Thank you.
Dawn, you're blowing up my...
I-
You're blowing up my phone. Eric Fit LA. Cheers. Thank you, buddy. Listen, you're blowing up. Everybody wants to know wine what? They rather just have a glass of wine with Dawn the wine chick. Yes, I guess people have been home a little too long.
She's infotaining is what she's doing.
Infotaining. You know, you are I want to get a poster of you. Put it behind me. Infotaining.
We should do that, actually.
We should. I'm going to tell you.
Fun?
I think it'd be fantastic. I think you should have a Dawn for every occasion.
That could be taken in so many levels.
Hey, she's infotaining.
How many Dawns do you want?
Do you remember the time we did this show? We had 7 Dawns on the set. Was that correct?
We had a lot. It was
7.
me.
6 Dawns? Remember that?
We had a lot of Dawns.
We had 6 Dawns.
Isn't that crazy?
Was that the day that we did the eclipse?
No, that was the day you
No,
were
that
actually
was
in
a
Puerto Rico
different
when your
day.
mom passed.
No, not with the 6th Dawn.
It was Dawn Day.
I was there. We were in the first studio.
And look, Dawn, here's my Dawn doll.
6 Dawn.
Oh, look at her. That looks just like you.
Did you ever have a Dawn doll
That's-
growing up?
I don't.
Say
Had a
yeah, nobody would
Barbie.
know the difference.
Here's my Dawn doll. She does look just like me, right? Isn't that
I am
kinda
going
crazy?
to build a little knapsack,
You're so much prettier.
a little knapsack that carries wine in that little doll, like a shot. You see, we have.
Oh, I was gonna say like both.
I'm going to show you a satchel. I'm going to show you something, Dawn. They made these microphones for my celebration of life, and it holds a shot. See? You drink it this way.
Oh.
So I'm
Are you
thinking,
gonna put?
yes, I'm going to put it on that little doll, little shot.
So we went to commercial break. We finished another half a bottle of wine. Because, you know, the show's only an hour, so we've got a couple bottles to go through. And this is the Chevy.
Now,
We
there's
chilled
a
it
lot of
little bit for
story.
you.
Now, there's a lot of stories to the word Chevy, Dawn, because I had a Chevy when I was growing up, and there was a lot of stories with the stories. I heard that today, stories of stories.
Stories of stories.
So,
Let me get comfortable with that one.
okay, get comfortable. Just chill.
She's got to chill with the Chevy.
She's gonna chill with the chat.
So-
I'm gonna tell you, this could be so much fun. Before we get into that, how do we get in touch with Dawn the Wine Chick? Because you
Let's
should
put
be
the
lining
banner
up.
up again, Teddy.
How do we get in touch?
There you go.
There it is.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Donna Maria, there I am at the bottom. And you could call me, smoke signal me, as I said, text me, telegraph me, Pony Express me. I'll get it.
That's hilarious.
I have to tell you, again, when I saw this post, 6 bottles of wine, I'm doing the math, right? I'm not a mathematician. 6 bottles of wine, $70 plus a free wine tasting, or I can put on a mask which falls off my ears and put on my gloves and go into Publix and buy other stuff for $12 a bottle. It was a no-brainer. And this was delivered literally by FedEx in a box to our door here, beautifully packed with the receipt and everything and a wine tasting. And these wine, when you get the actual receipt of what Dawn puts in this box, it is jaw-dropping. That's when I called you, because it is truly jaw-dropping, the quality of these wines. And then the problem is, Freddie, you're not going to be able to pick and choose a wine. You're going to want cases of all of them.
What would I care?
Can we split a case? Like,
What
can
do
we
I
do
care?
a half
I'm gonna
and a half?
sit it. I'm gonna be hanging out with her. What do I care? Pick a wine, whatever wine you want.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can split it. You can do 6 and 6, like a variety, or even if you wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit for fun, like 4 and 4 and 4.
Oh, well, that's a
But
good
the
thing to
idea-
know. So if you like all of them, you could do 2, 2, and 2.
Yep, you can. You can. The whole idea is, of course, you never want to run out of your favorite, and that's why we actually do the tasting, because you
Order
try
3
it
of
before you
those.
buy it.
Your favorite.
You like 3 of the
Because
Duca?
Right now,
I'm just
3
saying-
straws out of 3 glasses. Dawn, they're asking me, they're texting me, and they're asking me, is there a specific time that you would do the tasting? In other words, because a lot of people want to know, this is a midday show, but would you be doing this at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Would you do it at night? Are there any restrictions? They want to know what is the best time and when you do it.
Not at, I mean, nothing past like 8 o'clock or 8:30. That's kind of a little too late. That cuts into.
So just give me a time. You want to say you want to stop it at 6?
No, I could do a tasting at 8 o'clock. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Virtual
Okay, there
tasting,
you go.
no
8
problem.
o'clock.
No
8
problem.
I think
o'clock is
Saturday night, virtual tasting, you and your honey can open up 6 bottles, and you know what?
We're doing it already.
Drink them
We're
all
doing
week.
it already. Just right. You just come on in. We're doing it already. And the cool part about it is I talk about the wines, where they're from, why they're so special and unique. The best part about the wines, the other thing I didn't mention, but is important, all of the wines have no added anything. No added sugars, no added sulfites, no added anything.
No sulfites either?
That's what. No added sulfites.
Okay. Gotcha.
Normally, all wine has
Yes.
sulfites.
Yes. that's
Because
what I
it's
was
a
asking.
natural derivative during the whole winemaking process. When the winemaker puts the wine with the stems and all that kind of stuff, there's sulfur there because sulfur is from the ground. So there's sulfites that derive from there. But there's no added sulfites, just to be clear.
You know, this is amazing. People are writing in and telling me, there's a guy here, his name is Mark. I don't know who it is, but how you doing, Mark? He wants to propose to
Mark
his...
Zimmerman.
I don't know if it's Zimmerman, it says Mark. He wants to propose to his girlfriend and have a dinner, and he's thinking that having you there explain wines and buying a case and sharing the wine with his future wife is kind of a cool thing to do virtually. I think that's...
Yeah, right.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have said something. I don't think so. I think she's a first responder. That's why.
I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea, too.
I do too, because you can enjoy a couple of glasses of wine. You can have a couple of bottles, and you'll be lecturing them on how is the best and yada yada yada. And I guarantee you will never forget that date
engagement.
with your engagement with the significant other when you're doing it this way. Everything's turning virtual for now.
Tell us about the Chevy.
Oh, okay. So Chevy is from, so the proper way to pronounce it is Chevalier de Bion.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Chevalier de Bayonne.
Exactly.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. There you go. Good girl. Yay. Donnie's got it.
Chevalier de Bayonne.
What?
Chevalier
Okay.
de Bayonne.
But we call it Chevy in the backyard for short.
Now I like that, because I knew a Debbie once, and she was never in the backyard.
See, Freddie, I got your back. I told
Chevy
you.
in the backyard.
So, whatever you want to do with your Chevy, do you want to have white wall tires? You want to have little fuzzy dice in there? It's all up to you, right? It's
She
all
knows
up to
you
you.
well. How do you like this,
So
Freddie?
the Chevy,
Me and Teddy are conversing. This has a different flavor to it. This has...
it's fruity. This is a fruity red, light red wine. It tastes really good chilled, Freddie.
We chilled it, by the way.
Now, do you have to let
good.
this breathe?
That one, not really. It's okay if you don't like it.
No, I
It's
like
our
it.
most popular.
I just want to drink it correctly.
This is your most popular?
That's our most popular red. That's our signature red.
Why
Now,
do you-
do you chill red wine? I never chill red wine.
Okay, let me teach you something.
Teach me, honey. Teach me.
Red wine should be served between 58 to 65 degrees. By the way, people say room temperature. That's not room temperature in Florida.
That
No.
is true.
78 degrees is room temperature in Florida.
Exactly. So you can't go by that rule. When you hear someone say room temperature with wine, they're talking about a cellar in France or a cellar in Italy.
They're
not
having a whole
talking
conversation over here about the smoothness of it and the fruit. You should hear. They've got this whole side thing going over here, Dawn.
It is very, very smooth.
This is, you could drink this the whole bottle, it'll sneak up on you, I bet. But this is very smooth.
Oh, it sneaks up on you. The
Oh, yeah,
the
this is
alcohol
very
content is not bad. Dawn, look on the back of the label because I don't have a bottle in front of me. But is that 12.5% the Chevy?
11.5 is the Chevy. The 11
Oh,
is
okay.
the Duca. But I got to tell you, I
Okay.
feel the Duca a little bit more than
11%
I
is good.
feel the Chevy.
Well, that's because that was your first one.
I'm gonna tell you something. Put a nipple on the bottle and just hand it over. This is
This
nice.
is the most amazing fun. You look for fun activities to do with people, whether it be Mother's Day or your significant other or your family that's in different areas. Family bonding time. You could even do a board game with. I mean, you can do lots of things, but you learn about wine tasting. You get to sample wines. You can break up a case going forward on how you want to enjoy your favorites and have some fun.
This is I'm gonna tell you, this is fantastic. It's good for me. Maybe after 5 o'clock and you're sitting back and you're chilling. I mean, to have you teach people through this thing, I think is a no-brainer. Really is. It's always all kidding aside. But this, even on any day of the week, and it's funny because I think I'm going to be doing the pool this weekend.
Which one are you taking home for?
All of them. I just think this is so smooth. You know, and let me tell you a secret. In Florida, because I grew up in Puerto Rico, if you have a harsh red wine, it doesn't mix well with the heat in Florida. Because the sun here is brutal. And all of a sudden you're drinking, and that sun is beating on you, and you start getting a headache, and you run inside. It's all over. But this is so smooth. This is like, Teddy's telling me, this is so smooth. You could drink this, and then it'll sneak up on you.
You could put blueberries in it and have antioxidants in your good.
I was thinking about that, but...
You 100%. You can make sangria. That's a great sangria wine.
Look, because we've got blueberries on set.
All sorts of fruits.
That would be a great idea, a great sangria wine. Oh, I like that too.
I think production's in trouble today. We're going to your house.
Dawn,
We're
give
going to
us
your
your
house.
number again.
So the best number to reach me is my cell phone number, 610-476-9054.
We should do Wine Wednesday and do the next
Well,
two
hold
next
on a
week.
second. Are you going to be leaving the state?
Where's she going? She hasn't left her
I
apartment.
don't know, because with this one, you never know.
She's in quarantine.
I would like to do...
I'm here.
I would like to do a wine tasting at least once a week with Dawn. And
Wine
see what happens.
Wednesday?
Wine Wednesday with Dawn the wine chick. Because if there ain't
Wow,
enough
that's
W's, we'll find one.
Wow, that's a great wine Wednesday. I think that's wonderful.
You're in. 1 o'clock Wednesday.
And what I want to do is I want to start our own group, like the gangs in New York and things that we talked about that we never did. And we start our own group. And I want you to write in and tell us what is the best way that you would do your virtual wine tasting.
Everyone can post their pictures of the virtual
Pictures,
wine tasting. Teddy's going to take a
messages.
picture of us to commemorate it.
And then what we'll do is we'll send it to you, Dawn, and you can contact them, you can talk to them. I'm going to tell you, if you had an opportunity to get taught by Dawn the wine chick about wines, you're going to give that up. You got to be out of your freaking mind.
Dawn, we love you so much. This is amazing. So next Wednesday, we're going to do another one or two.
Yes.
And Dawn, when
I'm
this is
in.
all over, when this is all said and done, because I know we have to catch you because you're going to be flying all over the place, we want you to come into the house. I'm going to open up the bay. We're going to put people on the outside, the inside, all over on the ceiling tiles. We'll do the wine tasting, and we'll have a contest where people can actually win a bottle or something. We'll come up with something fantastic. And you got to bring Chris, because I love talking to that guy. I love talking to that guy. You tell him our prayers win. He's doing a great job. I watch him every morning. He's still the best in the business.
And I have to tell you before we go to commercial, Dawn, Patty Goldenberg says Chevy is one of her faves, perfect with a blue cheeseburger and a grilled Caesar salad.
There you go.
Oh, totally. Oh, I have recipes for that.
You have recipes. You
That would
cook?
be fun.
Holy, you cook?
Oh my God. Don't you follow me on Facebook?
She made a vegan sauce the other day.
Are you vegan?
No, it was an attempt for like an hour.
I do follow you,
I
honey.
will be your vegan guinea pig because I turned vegan.
Dawn, we love you,
okay,
honey.
then I'm vegan. I'm vegan.
There you go. Little vegan. You're a little vegan, as they say.
We love you, honey. Have a great weekend. Say hi to Chris. Stay safe. We'll see you Wednesday for Wine Wednesday. We're going to sample
I
our
love it.
next two.
We're going to put
at the
promos
Brooklyn
out
Cafe
about
show.
it, too. We're going to use the flyer. Thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is fun.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we've got Patricia Dutch joining us of Patricia Dutch Flowers. So Mother's Day is in full bloom a week early because you know what? Why not bring the party to you? So stay
Why
tuned.
not?
Why not?
Why not? Nice.
We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T dry cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Ann Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I got to tell you, do you remember when we were at Crazy Uncle Mike's, good friend of the show? And by the way, Crazy Uncle Mike's is doing some fantastic stuff.
I want to actually order what he's got going on for Cinco de Mayo for Taco Tuesday.
I mean, I'm going to tell you something. I think that the man has his pulse on what's going on. He's kept his people employed. He's doing it all internally. But, man, what a move. But we held our anniversary party down there. And Dawn the Wine Chick and Chris were nice enough to come.
Yeah.
And I had a nice, long half-hour meeting with me and Chris on the set. And you were kind enough to keep everybody away from us. And I'm going to tell you something. Down-to-earth people, these two, the best in the business, the best. Chris is the best at what he does on TV. But Dawn, the wine chick, man, she's not too far behind. And I'm going to tell you, after seeing what I saw today, she could be a supermodel for anything you want to put out there.
She's beautiful, and her heart is as big as this 24 karat gold bottle of sparkling. This we are saving for when Florida reopens.
Yes.
So that is going to be our celebratory sparkling wine, and maybe we'll do it with celebratory with Dawn here with us. But Wednesday we're going to sample another 2 bottles on Wine Wednesday, because why not? But as we go forward in our pre-Mother's Day celebration on May 1st and getting our state and our country back into some good cheer with wine, we have such beautiful flowers here from Patricia Dutch Florals. So we have her joining us on set as well. These were delivered to us this morning. And there she is.
Patricia!
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh my God, Patricia, I haven't seen you in like a year.
I know.
You've been busy.
I've been busy, thank God. And
I know,
now
knock on wood.
working,
I remember the
from
last time we
home.
saw Patricia, she had these famous, beautiful flowers in like glasses and like cups. And they were like very rare delicacies. You deal in the high, delicate flowers as well as just the regular ones.
The preserved flower.
Yes. And you
Yes.
brought me a black
Thank you.
rose.
Yes, coming from Turkey. It's the only place they grow. Well, they grow like red and then turn in black.
You are the only human being in my 58 years of life. I used to grow black roses in New York City, which wasn't easy. Only person
Oh,
ever
yeah.
brought me one.
I've never seen a black rose.
Yes.
Yeah, she brought it. It was
It is
beautiful.
beautiful. By Halloween, we can get a bouquet for you in your studio.
Black roses are meant to be expressed every day of the year because it is a rarity. It is the
It is very
elegance
rare.
and the elegance of
Yep.
what a flower means. And you just happened to send us something that was my mother's
Yes.
favorite flower.
The lilies, stargazer. And it smells good too.
Oh, I'm dying here. This is delicious. I want to eat them.
You know, we have so many advantages of getting to do what we do, and I've been
Yeah, about
having
to
this
open up.
this need for having flowers on our set, and I really didn't want to go to the grocery store. I just didn't want to, and then I saw a post that you put out on social media, and I thought, oh my gosh, let me reach out to you. And you
That's
sent
great.
these magnificent flowers. They were delivered this morning, right before the show. They smell amazing. They happen to be Freddie's mother's favorite, and we did not plan this, Freddie, whatsoever. She just sent whatever she wanted to send. And you tell me you've been really
Right.
busy.
I do, especially with this quarantine, unfortunately, a lot of families losing their loved one and they cannot go to see them. So the only way to save them, like they're thinking on them, is sending flowers. So we've been sending flowers for funerals, for anniversary, birthday, just get well. And we just take care about our delivery guys too, and just drop the flowers by the door, so everybody's safe.
Now, for Mother's Day, you're going to be, is there a backup for ordering? Because if everybody orders at the same time, is there going to be a backup to get mothers for Mother's Day?
Yes, I do have a backup, and also I request the people I order as soon as possible, so we can plan in advance our deliveries. Everybody wants the flowers at the same time, but unfortunately we can't do that if we don't know in advance. So last minute order have to go through our schedule that we already made.
How do we order? How do we order, honey?
Well, you can go to the website. It's DutchDesignsEventPlanning.com, and it's very easy to order. You can create a hyper ticket and write in whatever you like to the note say, and pay online with any major credit card, including Amex, and that's it.
They are so spectacular. Do you have last time we spoke, you were opening a store.
I did, but unfortunately I closed on November. I was, for a year, well, not a year, it was 10 months at the Wellington Green Mall. But, retail right now at the mall with expensive rent was really hard for me. And I did like small lease, like 6 months, and then extension for 3 other months. And it was not working at all. So I decided to go online and just doing, like everybody's doing now. online, virtual, and working for a little small warehouse.
But it's so fantastic to be able to do this and that you're still being able to operate your business because nothing, I
Absolutely.
mean, how we pair wine and flowers, you know, I gotta love what I get to do every day is all I can say.
Well, you know, it's actually what people need right now because you need a little bit of that old school. You got some wine, you got some flowers, and you want to get back reasonably priced to get into something that used to work in before the mess, and it gives you an opportunity to ground yourself. And nobody does flowers better than you. So there you have it. I mean, right in front of you.
Thank you.
And you did the centerpieces for the Brain Bowl as well every year.
I did, yeah. I did for the last 3 years. And
So
then
you'll
for
be
another,
doing,
yeah,
events. I'm sure events have changed, but the home delivery has not.
No, that's what I say. For the events, I have 7 cancellations, and 4 people just moved the date for December, November, and even January next year. But I mean, flowers delivery is every day, every week, so we're doing that. And what I'm doing this quarantine right now is, have a course, a classes to come in flowers healing therapy. So soon I can start helping people with any disease like, stress and anxiety. Flowers heal. Any flowers can heal. But our flowers is holistic. Like before I told you, they're coming from Ecuador. So the owner are Christian. So they're blessed the seed before putting on the soil, and they ask permission to Mother Nature before they cut the flower to put it on the market. So it's already have a great energy, but now I want to know more about it, and I want to help people, especially after this pandemic. I know will be a lot of stress and a lot of fear and a lot of things like people will want to get out from there. And I'm thinking the flowers healing therapy would be the best to do it.
Flower therapy.
Yep.
It's like aromatherapy.
That is.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. I have never heard of that.
I haven't either.
You
That's
didn't hear
amazing.
about the flowers of the Bach? The Dr. Bach created like years ago, and it was very famous. But
And
this
how
is
are you going to be
different.
doing that?
How are you going to put that out?
Yeah, well, we're doing like, how you say, like people come over for like 45 an hour, and I have to hear, they're a little about their story. Like some people is like having, struggle in love or life or money or business. And then we create like a recipe, like you talked about before, which flowers for each situation. So you're making, a bouquet with the flowers that will helping the people get out of the situation. And they only have to do is sit down in front of the flower for 15 minutes every day and just talk to the flowers about their feeling, what they want, and that's it.
Incredible. What's
Yeah.
your phone number for people to call you?
516-444-2072.
And is everything online or can people call you?
Yeah, they can call me. About the therapy, has to be personal consultation. But for other flowers, they can do online. Now, if you want to send a flower to someone that you know that is struggling with money right now or stress or something like that, you can call me so I know which flower to put together to send to those people especially.
So there's
And
different
the-
flowers for different emotions.
Correct. Yes.
Wow. So what's like a flower for stress?
Flower for sure. Well, sunflowers is the best because it's smile, like a smiling flower. They call it a happy flower. So it's one of the best. Are the sunflower, and then we have the lavender, that is also calm. So it's like a combination. And I'm didn't finish the course yet. I will be done in 5 more weeks, and I will come in a certificate, and I will learn a lot more, and I can share with everyone. And the price is not different to send out, a healing flowers bouquet like regular flowers because all my flowers are healing. So any bouquet that you see online are healing flowers. The only reason is, like I say, if you have a specific situation that you want to send in, that is when you have to contact me, and I will make in the bouquet for those persons, and the price will be the same.
And how far away is your delivery area?
Right now, I'm doing all the Palm Beach County and Broward County, and also doing the 50 states. And I have 19,253 cities around the United States. So I'm partnership with local florists.
Yeah,
So
but
the
you
next
could deliver flowers to California or no?
I do, yes.
Okay,
But
we
it's not
have
I
some new.
send my flowers there. I partnership with local florists. So if you want a healing flowers bouquet in California, what I do is I FedEx the flowers to them, and they're making the bouquet over there and then deliver it to the person.
We have a network. We can send them out to Florida, to California.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Texas soon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people we can do this networking with. But
The
flowers
50
heal.
states, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. The country could use some healing. So, Nick of Time again. These are marvelous and fantastic. And I know your background because you only deal with the best. She doesn't work with things that don't work. That's not good. It has to be the best.
Can we put her on Fuego?
Maybe we put you on Fuego. Tú eres Latina, ¿no?
Sí, claro.
What te dice?
Tenemos
I'm going to
que
put you on
hacer
Fuego. I'm
un
going to
show
put you on our
en español.
sister station with DJ Ortiz, who's watching today. And we're going to talk about healing in Spanish. Flowers heal. También they heal in Spanish.
También.
También.
Sí, también.
And we have some fun with that, and you can do it in your native tongue.
I know everyone's impressed when I actually have a word of Spanish, right? Sí,
Es que
también,
ella habla
claro.
español. Ella dice que no, pero lo habla.
Habla
Lo
muy
habla.
bien, sí, escuché el acento
Sí.
perfecto.
Sí, exactamente.
Claro que sí.
Claro que sí.
Patricia, thank you so much. These are absolutely
Outstanding.
spectacular. I would like to put a commercial
Thank
out for you and spread the word and
Thank
spread the
you.
love. So we will talk about
Absolutely.
that after the show.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad you like the flowers. So, Freddie, please feel free to get to your mom the flower.
Absolutely. Mother's Day is on the corner. Give Patricia a call. Get Mama her flowers. Nice set, Dawn.
Thank you, Patricia. Have a
Thank you.
beautiful weekend.
Thank you
Stay
so
safe.
much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Nice set. I'm going to tell
Thank
you. Nice stuff.
Thank you.
Even
thank you,
Teddy
thank you.
says nice stuff.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Teddy's going to take a picture. We're going to have our Mother's Day Spectacular. We're going to put this out on social media. We'll have our wines that Dawn has chosen for us. We have the flowers from Patricia Dutch. And you know what? No time like the present. And it seems like we've got a lot of birthdays coming up. So you know what? If you want to send a birthday flowers, if you want to send some Mother's Day wines, flowers, or both, you know what? Now is the time to celebrate. And I got to tell you, everyone is offering incredible pricing. So if you couldn't do it before, now's the time to do it. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe. Be kind to each other. We will see you at 3 o'clock for the Florida Love Show, at 6 o'clock for the Momentum Mindset Show, Going Legal, and Teddy Unscripted joining us at 7 o'clock on WWNN. We will see you back in studio Monday, pajama time, 9 a.m.
Put your fear down and don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.